Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on my top 5 absolute favorite fragrances from my entire collection. So for some reason this is a lot easier for me to pick than it is to choose 10 out of my entire collection, and I think that's because once we start to get into those bigger numbers, then I'm just starting to pick fragrances that are I like them, but they're not my absolute favorite. Like, they're not my top favorite. So for some reason, it is much easier for me to choose 5 top than it is 10 or 20. Anyways, I hope that you guys really enjoy this. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so so that you don't miss any future content. And without further ado, let's get started. Good morning, guys. So it's fairly early-ish. It's about 8 in the morning. I've been up since 6:30. I just couldn't sleep any longer. I've had a lot of energy these days because I've actually been getting sleep and life is less stressful these days. So anyways, we are here just with the early morning light in my bedroom, which I really prefer to synthetic light. I just really like how calming and relaxing it looks when the sun is just shining in my room first thing in the morning. So I thought we would take advantage of this and do a little perfume video. So as you guys can tell from the title of the video and from the intro, this is about my favorite perfumes from my entire collection. So I know when people say top 10 for life or top 10 fragrances, 10 to me is such an arbitrary number. It's just a number that people pick because it sounds nice and it looks nice. But for me, if I'm gonna have 10 favorite perfumes, then my mentality is why not 12, why not 15, why not 20? However, if you were to ask me to pick my favorite perfumes from my collection, like my top favorite, those ones truly jump out at me. And there's about 5 of them. So I thought I would share those with you guys today. So we're gonna do no particular order. Let's start out with the one that I've had the longest, and that is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. So this one will be no surprise to you if you've been following my channel for any length of time. Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb has been my favorite perfume for about 5 or 6 years. I have repurchased it. This is the second bottle in my collection. This was my signature scent back in about 2015, 2016, and this is also the perfume I was wearing when I met my significant other. So this is the one I wore for most of our first dates and stuff like that. So it does hold a lot of memories for me as well, but this is just a truly beautiful perfume. It's just a really sweet, kind of a sexy perfume. This has patchouli in it. This is a floral fragrance, obviously. It's got a bit of a spiciness to it. It's very sophisticated. It's also very distinct. Anybody who smells this perfume on the street, if they know what Viktor and Rolf smells like, you can immediately recognize it. It's definitely not generic, in my opinion. It's so beautiful. There's truly nothing else quite like it, unless maybe in the niche world. I don't know, there's thousands of niche fragrances. I truly think that there's nothing quite like this one. It is sexy, it's sultry, it's sophisticated, it's daytime, it's nighttime, it's all year round. It's just one of my favorite perfumes in the world. And I think I've told you guys before, like, if I had to just get rid of all of my daytime perfumes, I would be quite happy just to keep Viktor and Rolf. So yeah, it is a little bit pricier in terms of designer fragrances, but it's worth every penny. And like I told you guys, I have been trying to curate my collection and keep only my absolute favorites. So anyway, this one definitely makes the list. That is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. And this is the one that I've had the second longest in my collection. This is Miss Dior from Christian Dior. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the 2017 formulation. When I bought this, the juice was quite a lot more yellow, like golden, and it has just become a little darker because I've had this bottle for about 2 years already. So again, it doesn't look like I've worn a lot, but I do have a lot of perfumes. So I absolutely love this perfume. This is an orange and patchouli and floral fragrance. There's 2 types of people in this world. There's the people who really hate patchouli, and there's the people who tend to really love it. And apparently I really love it because most of my perfumes that are my favorites, in fact, every single one of them except one, has patchouli in it. So to me, it's just very sophisticated. This is sweet. You could wear this for a date. You could wear it to the office. You could wear it just as a signature scent all day, every day. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, I am going to take the lid off. Also, I love the bottle. I love how classy the bottle is. Look how cute it is, you guys. Yep, it's just so pretty, and when you smell it, you can tell that it is a Dior fragrance. It just has that Dior vibe about it. Yeah, it's just like an easy go-to. I couldn't imagine not having this one in my collection, because if there's ever a day that I just don't know what to wear, this is the one that I would reach for. And I have a lot of really good memories tied to this perfume as well. It makes me feel very sophisticated and very put together, and it's just all around a really, really nice fragrance and one of my favorite daytime fragrances that I've ever had. And the next one we have is Alien from Mugler. Just so that you know, I am going to save my top favorite for the very last. Alien from Mugler was actually my favorite fragrance until I discovered one of these other ones that I'm going to show you. And I absolutely love Alien. If you haven't smelt it, which you probably have, this is a very non-complex and yet absolutely stunning jasmine, amber, and woody notes. That's all that's in here. However, the jasmine in here is not like a fresh floral jasmine. It's kind of a very like indolic, kind of a deep dark jasmine, and the amber gives it a lot of sensuality and a little sweetness, and the woodiness, just it all plays together and makes it just a really unique, there's nothing like this kind of perfume. I absolutely love Alien. I love this so much, you guys. I love this so much. I can't even tell you. This perfume actually took a while to grow on me. As many of you know, I used to have this in a travel size back in the day, and when I first smelt it, I was totally repulsed by it. I absolutely hated it. And then I actually tried wearing it one evening just because I wanted to give it a shot, because so many people were saying that it was so good. And so I decided to give it a shot, and I wore it. And by the end of the evening, I was absolutely in love with it. And now I actually have a lot of really good memories tied to this perfume. This perfume originally I was thinking was going to be like my nighttime perfume, like my sensual, seductive. However, I did wear this during the day with a nice summer dress, and I actually felt incredible wearing it during the day. I loved it. I loved the wafts I was getting as I was walking around. I liked how it smelled with the outfit that I had. I think it went really well with the warm weather. It was perfect. So yeah, to me, Alien is definitely an all year round, all day, any day kind of fragrance. I don't think it's appropriate necessarily for the office. I wouldn't wear it to work, but just any other time of year, it makes me feel like just a really sensual, powerful boss woman, and I absolutely love it. My only beef is that I really wish that I had one of the original formulations, because I have heard that the new formulation, which is this one, is not quite as strong, and I love this perfume so much that I would honestly just take the strongest form I could possibly get. The fourth one on my list is Chanel Chan's Eau de Toilette. Now, this one is one of my favorite daytime perfumes ever. I love this perfume so much. It has a freshness to it. It has a sexiness to it. It's perfect for a signature scent. It's light enough that you can just throw it in your handbag and carry it with you all summer long and spritz yourself with it when you get out of the car, and it just smells incredible, and I absolutely love it. It took me a really long time to discover the Chance perfumes. I smelt them a long time ago when I was younger, and I didn't have an appreciation for any of the Chanels back then. To me, they were all kind of, I don't know, I just didn't really care for them. They weren't my thing. I think I was into more like the sweeter, kind of gourmandy kind of fragrances, and as I've grown and my tastes have changed, I've really come to love more of the citrusy, woody, patchouli, floral kind of fragrances. Something I've really discovered about myself, you guys, that I find kind of interesting is that I thought I loved vanilla. Like, if you would have asked me what is one of your favorite olfactory families, I would have said vanilla, gourmand, savory, edible, that kind of thing. And actually what I'm discovering about myself, I have purchased quite a few vanilla perfumes recently, including Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidée Vanille, and Bois Vanille from Serge Lutens, Love by Kilian. I've purchased quite a few vanilla fragrances lately, and you guys, I still come back to the citrusy, floral, woody, patchouli fragrances. So apparently I much prefer these types of fragrances to a sweet vanilla gourmand. So I don't know if that's just my age, or I don't know, but anyways, this is one of my absolute favorite types of fragrances. I will put the notes on the screen for you guys because I'm not describing the notes currently. I'm just kind of telling you what they smell like to me. Oh my God, you guys. Have you smelt Chance Eau de Toilette? Oh my god, I love this perfume so much. It's just getting better and better as we go up the list, honestly. Like I say, it does have a sexiness to it, and I don't know if that's because my boyfriend has Bleu de Chanel, which is incredibly classy and sexy for a man. Like, ladies, if you want to get your boyfriend a really, really nice cologne, just go with Bleu de Chanel from Chanel. You cannot go wrong. But this to me is like the little sister of Bleu de Chanel. It's just incredible. It has a youthfulness to it. It has a fun quality about it. There is a little bit of pineapple in here, so it does have like a touch of a fruitiness to it, but it's still essentially that like super classy Chanel daytime perfume. And yeah, I just can't get enough. One of my favorites for sure. When this one runs out, I will be buying a large bottle. Okay, so before we come to my number one spot, I do have an honorable mention, and this is Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. Now, the reason this one didn't make quite my top list is because for a while I wasn't really sure if this was going to be a favorite for me. This is a tonka bean orange patchouli fragrance. It has a bit of a freshness to it. There is some citrus. It's got a bit of a soapiness to it. It has a bit of like a corporate office kind of a vibe, but it also has like your quintessential pretty girl, sophisticated vibe about it as well. Very popular perfume. It's been around forever. I don't think I really need to talk about it too much because chances are if you don't own it, you have smelt it at some point or other. This was a blind buy way back in the beginning of quarantine, and when I first got it, my thoughts were soapy, sophisticated, but I didn't love it. I really didn't love it. It has taken a lot of time, and I'm really glad that I didn't sell it or get rid of it because it is very quickly becoming one of my favorites. And it doesn't look like I've worn much of it, but you guys, I do have so many perfumes. So every time I do spritz this on, however, it is growing on me. It is becoming one of my absolute favorite perfumes. It's very classy. I'm just gonna take the lid off and give it a smell again. Yeah, I really love this perfume, you guys. It's just very pretty, very put together, very classy, and I just feel incredible wearing this fragrance. I also have the Intense one, and I think that one is going to become one of my favorite perfumes as well. Okay, and in my number one spot, not surprisingly, is Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum. You guys, I don't know why it took me so long in my life to discover this fragrance. I just kind of started really getting into perfumes in early 2020, mostly because of lockdown, because when lockdown hit, I started doing a lot of blind buying, and it became like the only fun thing there was to do was to online shop and blind buy perfumes, and I kind of went crazy. But this, you guys, has been the one that has made it, out of all the perfumes I've purchased, out of all the perfumes I've ever had, this is the one that makes it to the top of my list. This is Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum, as I said. Incredible. In comparison to the Eau de Toilette, this one has a little bit more vanilla. This one is a little bit thicker, it's a little bit denser, it lasts longer. This one is more appropriate for cooler weather compared to the Eau de Toilette. And this one to me is just one of the classiest, if not the classiest, perfumes I have in my entire collection. One of my favorites. Might be a little bit dated. Some people think it's dated. I don't think it is at all. I think this is timeless. This has been around for a really long time. Not as long as like your number 5 or anything like that, but this one has been around for a while. It has a very heavy weighted lid, but this is the one that I describe as being Bleu de Chanel's sister. So the equivalent of Bleu de Chanel, but for women. And I love it. I love it so much. This one just has a sexy sophistication about it. Like if you want to be that girl that just smells incredible, has her life together, and still has this undeniable sex appeal, this is the one. This covers all your bases. I love it. I would wear this for daytime, nighttime, office, signature scent, summer, winter, all the time. This is one of the ones that I want to make like a lifer, a signature in my collection. This is only a 50 ml bottle, but when this runs out, I will definitely be getting a 100 ml bottle of this. And yeah, I just absolutely love it, to the point that I'm actually doing a perfume declutter coming up, and I'm getting rid of a couple of my Chanel fragrances. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. I don't see a need to keep like 60, 70, 80 fragrances when I just have like, honestly, not that many that are my absolute favorite. So you guys, another kind of a little epiphany that I was thinking about is that there are two types of people in this world. There are the people who like the patchouli the way Mugler does it, and there are the people who like patchouli the way Chanel does it. And I am one of the people who likes this kind of patchouli. I definitely like more of a crisp, clean patchouli, obviously, but I really, really love me some patchouli. So So anyway, you guys, those are the top 5 with one honorable mention in my whole collection. Those are my absolute favorite fragrances. I honestly feel like I could get rid of most of the ones that I have and just keep these ones and maybe a couple of others, like a handful of other fragrances, and I would be very happy for the rest of my life. So let's just quickly categorize these. So the ones I would choose for date night out of these fragrances, I would choose Alien and Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Those would probably be my 2 like evening scents. The ones I would choose for everyday signature scent kind of wear, you could honestly go with any of them, but probably I would pick Miss Dior and Coco Mademoiselle. And the ones I would wear when I want to smell really sophisticated or it's summertime, warmer weather, I would pick Chance Eau de Toilette or Chance Eau de Perfume. So really, even with having only 5 fragrances, you do have something for every occasion. It can be done. If I really wanted to whittle down my collection and only keep 5, these would probably be the 5 I would keep. This is subject to change. I do have a perfume coming next week. Keep your eyes peeled for that one because it's very exciting. It's my most expensive purchase yet, and I have a feeling that it might make its way onto my top 5 favorite perfume list. So anyways, keep your eyes peeled for that, and that's it for today. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed. If you haven't already, do head on over and follow me on Instagram. I do share a lot of things on there that I don't on YouTube, including little snapshots of the rest of my life, outfits of the day, gym life, fitness, home decor, everything. So if you're interested in all of that stuff, then definitely head on over there and follow me. And I will see you guys all next time. Thanks for watching.